All right. Let me share my screen. You let me know when you see my screen. Okay. You know,
Yep.
and you guys critique me too. If this is, this is one of the things my company put together. We have all different topics. So I think it was appropriate now, talk about, when we initially was putting this together, it was preparing for the surge, and that now that we're back to normal with business open, but and here in Arizona, we've gotten worse. We're still in the crisis, so, and that's what really when you talk about right now is, what's changed? How do we operate? How do we run our business pertaining to really the communication during this time? And how do we prepare in the future when we do surge? So, you introduce yourself. I have two Thryv users that use the software, Paige and Brandon. Like your photos there, huh? So which you're going to hear tips from, and I want this to be interactive later. I'll share a few slides, and we'll all talk about strategies and challenges you're having, and see what we could do to help. And this is simple. You guys know this. Small businesses have been really affected. What's going on right now? You guys know that was a big starting in March with this COVID, and now with the natural disasters, and it's been tough. The world's changed. It's unprecedented times, as you know. So, it's like, how do we operate now in this environment? What do we do? What's changing our business? Now our hands are tied in a lot. And I say our hands are tied personally. How do we can't really, it's hard to see people now, right? We have a lot of challenges. So we're going to really address that, and how do we prepare in the future, when things will get better. So hopefully this will help you now and in the future. This is when demand spikes now. I mean, there are certain things that are really, really up right now, like a beauty salon and dentist. You can't, I mean, they're so busy now with things open. The demand is outweighing the supply. They're so crazy, and they need to make sure that they now have processes set up, for that. So certain businesses are really, really booming now, and we are back to things opening up. But we're still in this crisis mode. How do we now? What do we do to make people to interact and communicate with our clients and our followers during this time? And I'm going to tie it all together later on, and we're going to talk about software ideas to accomplish this. But here are basic truths. We know that no one will buy from you if they don't know you're open and what you're offering. You may think, oh, I mean, when this COVID started, I'm looking to eat, and I'm like, how many restaurants are open? I wish they would let me know that they're open, right? Imagine if they had that, and Paige and Brandon will get into this. Imagine if they can text us that, hey, we're offering this special. Forget it. They'd be right, and we'll get into that. So no one will buy from you if they don't know it's simple and safe. Is it simple and safe? It's very, very important. Don't assume that, they want to know that if you're coming in pest control, that you have a mask and you're utilizing all the safety procedures. And people are more likely to buy from you if you know you help others. Very important. So you're helping the community and helping others. So those are simple truths. You guys know that. Screen is sticking. Come on. All right. Everybody see my screen fine, right? You hear me?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So right now, you want to make sure you over communicate. Take it from me, an East Coast guy that probably over communicates. I mean, right? You know me. Hey, now's the time to make sure you over communicate during this virus, because don't assume that people don't know you're safe and how you're operating. How are you operating on this time? And it's an example of a pressure washer company letting you know how they're operating and they're concerned about their safety. Now let's talk about, there's 4 things that you can utilize in communication. Now, obviously, marketing, email, text, and website. Let's talk about what's important. If I'm going to do an email marketing campaign, I say email marketing campaign to your followers or to your clients. What should I have in that? Well, first, you know that 99% of the consumers check email daily. 91%, we like getting emails from people we know now. I'm not talking about people we don't know. I'll read your emails, Brandon. So, and we spend 11 seconds reading those emails. We know that. And, but what's happening now, we'll talk about, there's a shift a little bit. A lot of people like text communication, which we'll get to in a second, but let's stick with email for now. You want to keep it honest, and you want to keep it short. You don't want to be too wordy, and you want to be transparent, especially how this crisis will affect your customers. You want to share how to contact you, and do not sell. You're going to be that's consistent. Don't sell. You want to engage with your clients. They don't want to be sold. They want to buy. They want something interesting. Now, this is an example of a business that's committed to safety, giving them a message and how they're operating. You know, you want to let them know. You know, obviously, you know, simple enough. The dining room's open. You know, we're doing every other table, whatever it is. We're operating for your safety, or put your hours in. Simple thing. You ever look for hours? When are they open? And it's not in there. Like, come on, communicate. Text marketing has become so. It's. I see a shift. I see less people on email now, more on text. You guys see that, don't you? Right? More now text.
I prefer it.
Yeah. In fact, you'll probably have gotten a few texts already, and it's okay. You can check your text while listening to this. It's okay. You know, so because we know 98% of text messages reply in 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes. Open rate. So you'll open your text within 2 minutes. So here's an example of a doctor's office letting them know that they can wait outside through text communication. Hear that? Through the COVID, we asked you to wait in your car. Cool thing about it is they don't need, you know, say, how does a doctor's office, they don't want text to their cell phone. You can text in Thryv. We give you a text landline phone that will forward to your cell phone, so they don't have your cell number, and they can text the doctor if they want to the office, which is really cool, you know, great way to communicate, take advantage of. So texting is a great way to communicate, really is, as you guys know, especially in the marketing world. Texting is really, you know, you mean they check first? I see a shift. And we'll talk about that a little later and how to tie it all together and ideas how to do that. And you guys will give us some ideas. But again, this is all basic stuff. When you text, use your name. They might not save you as a contact. They might not know who you are, right? If they don't have your contact, then they might not recognize your number. Keep it under 160 characters. Don't put a long text. Personal but professional. Be transparent. Again, you see that consistent. How the crisis affects our business customers. And do not sell. Engage, which leads to the next thing, social media. Whenever you use social media, you want to engage, find it interesting. They actually grade your post, by the way. Google, Facebook. If you're not engaging, they don't consider you worthy. They might not show you higher in their rankings and Google rankings. So you want to make sure it's interesting and engaging. This is wild. I mean, we know there's so many users with social media. I have to tell you that, 1 million new users a day. But 46% of people rely on social media to make purchase decisions. Wild. I mean, I don't use social media personally, but it's a necessary evil for business. It sucks my time. But business, it's such a big influences people, builds brands. It's so important. And 72% of brand followers are likely to buy in the future. Amazing. So how do we utilize that? You know, first of all, you have to understand they're all different platforms. Facebook, you look at Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Twitter, Yelp. You know, so you know, and especially the generation now. I mean, my parents and my in-laws, they're in their 80s. They're using social media. So how do you use it? What's important in social media when you're messaging? First of all, when you're messaging I'm talking about followers and your clients. You want to make sure you update your hours, right? Post with a client-first mentality. They don't want to hear anything personal. Something interesting. Be real and interact with your followers right away. Now, we're going to get to later that we alert you right away when you get social media could be incorporated in the software where you get alerted when you get a follower right away, and it could be loaded in your CRM, which we'll get to. Do not sell. All consistent, engaging. You know, and we actually have, and you guys know this, Paige and Brandon, a whole library of engaging educational posts that you can select. We'll get to that. But here's an example of a powerful post, okay? This is my old stopping grounds in New York. It's a sandwich shop, okay? They're alerting the customers they're safe, they're open, right? But they did a post. They serve the frontline heroes. They catered to the frontline heroes. Interesting. Oh, I'll read that. Wow, look at the recognition they're giving them. Over 200 meals served. Looking for a brighter future. Thanks for serving. You know, wow, I find that's interesting. That's what a post should be like. Engaging, interesting. Here they're accomplishing two things: talking about catering they've done, and talking about the obviously our heroes at frontline health workers. So it's very important. This is engaging, educational. So if you do a post like that, it should be there in that format. Power of a website. You know, you guys know you need a website these days. I still get people, oh, I'm good, I don't need a website. I'm like, oh. I mean, 30% of consumers say they won't consider a business that doesn't have a website. Bizarre. So it's just, you guys know the value. But how do you utilize a website for communication? Update your hours, right? Add a pop-up, a headline. Explain how this crisis is affecting you. Have you seen those websites that have pop-up that say how they're operating on the COVID? Someone can say yes if you want, or no.
Yeah.
Implement online scheduling. People are busy. Or at least a contact form, contact me. And we alert them right away. I'm going to show you how your website will interact with your Thryv. And continue to, if you have a website, you want to continue to create fresh content at least once a quarter. When you create fresh content, Google looks at you as more popular. They show you higher in the rankings. Very, very important. Now, here's an example of a pop-up. Oh, okay, we're open. Okay, good. Excellent. They're open, operating safety. Schedule your appointment. Easy. Phone number. Make it easy for people to do business with you. You're going to hear that theme. Easy. Very easy to do business with you online. Easy and accessible. Okay. I told you I don't want that many slides, and I want this to be interactive. Now we're going to tie this all together. How do I implement this? How do I save my time? I know certain you have challenges. Like Gene, are you on Gene now? Gene? I saw someone enter. Okay. I know everyone has different challenges now and how to operate. What are the biggest challenges? We're going to talk about solving those problems. I consider myself almost like a business shrink. I help business with their problems, especially now in this COVID. I could do so many different things. I could spend hours talking about different ideas. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk about the most popular today. We're going to try and stick to the communication. But the first thing you should have, and then I'll get to Paige and I'll get to Brandon, and you'll share some of your thoughts. You should have a really good CRM. CRM is one component of what we do. The CRM should make it easy, basically, to you should be visible to all your new clients. You should be online on the right websites. Make it easy people to find you, and you should be able to convert and nurture those clients when they contact you. If they contact you social media or your website, we have it go right into your software. It should go into your software. Biggest challenge we have today is you talk to someone. Who did I talk to? Oh, they gave me the card. Where's the card? Well, there's a way we could just capture the information. It goes right into your software. And then you have their name. And I'll show you easy ways to do that. So you want to capture your new clients. You want to collect data. You can collect all your data on the jobs, make payments. You might use it for every little thing. Build your online reputation. Get more reviews. Reputation is so important, as you guys know. Protect your client base. You want to protect the people that are doing business with you. They will buy more from you if you engage with them. So that you see consistent. Oh, by the way, this is an example of, this is a bicycle shop, by the way, bicycle repair business. He donates his time to a homeless ministry that I'm involved with. He wanted to capture, he goes, Mike, I'm so busy. I want to capture the people that are, is there a way I can advertise my business on my truck where I just have people looking at my my numbers somehow, and then the number goes into my software. Contact them while I'm driving. So you see this text bicycle. If you guys do this, by the way, this guy sells electric bikes, repairs. He's terrific. If you wanted to test this, and you text the word bicycle to 85100, what'll happen then is your phone number will go into his software. First, you have to hit yes, by the way. So to market your business through text, by law, we need to get their approval. So if you want to do any kind of text, email, or text campaign, we need to get their simple yes to agree. And if you do this, you certainly do this. This guy's not going to inundate you and call you and bother you. I know him personally. He's so busy, and he's gotten so busy from this little display. Because what'll happen is he's driving. I want to hear more about that. I need my bike repaired, or I need an electric bike. They text the word bicycle to 85100. They get reply yes for us to interact with you, yes. And then it goes in, the phone number goes into a software. Then the communication automation starts. Welcome, you reached our services. This is just one idea on how to capture information. So that's just, one idea. And that's just one aspect. And I'm done after this slide. We're going to be interactive after this slide. Just to let you know, a good software, this is all that we do. You might not utilize or want to utilize all the things that we do in general. You see customer relations management system. It's a CRM is one of the things. A CRM you should have, you'd be able to get paid and do sales and estimates. You should be able to communicate, and that was the main theme of this. Just give you an idea of what Thryv does, or if you have another software, what it should do. But I can tell you this, not everyone is going to have the all-in-one. Our unique difference with Thryv is it's an all-in-one software that does everything in one platform. A lot of other softwares do one or two different things. You can book an appointment. You can manage your reviews. We can automate all these messages, set them up and forget it. A thank you, setting up a thank you after you finish the job. Happy holidays. They have to, automate all those messages. Payment reminders, online presence. One of the few companies, we actually help you manage your online presence in the software, manage your social media, your website hits, everything. It goes to the software, communicates with one another. Document storage, shared documents, DocuSign, we integrate with, and social media, all in one platform. So I'm going to give you a demo in a few seconds. Before I do that, I like to hear, before I get into the software, tips from Paige and Brandon on what you're using, what you like Thryv for, and what you're using it for, to share it to our audience. Paige or Brandon? Paige, you want to start?
You're muted, Paige.
Okay, Brandon, you want to start while she unmutes?
I'm unmuted. So I want to use the software. Basically, I have a CRM of about 65 to 7,500 people that I've been collecting over the last few years. And I want to be able to market to them for my business. I do want to get hooked up on the social media stuff. I have to be honest and admit, I have a business Facebook. I don't even know how to work it because I've always had somebody do that for me. I'm not on Instagram. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on Snapchat. I'm not on any of them. I only go on Pinterest to pull up recipes, that kind of thing. So I'm like old school, boring kind of person. And so I just need to get connected to all that stuff so that I can have myself and my marketing person be able to get this information out to all these people. I get these text messages all the time, and I know what you're talking about now because it'll say, lose weight overnight while you sleep, and so you click on it, and then obviously it takes you into where somebody's got your info and they can start sending you lots of texts. So it's kind of like it's a hook that you got to get that hook out there to get them to respond so you can get their text, their stuff, right? So anyway, but I want to use it for, and I want to use my CRM for advertising and getting the message out to all of my clients. Also, there's a lot of change that has always happened in the health insurance world constantly, and it's a good way to be able to communicate that with everybody all at once. What's going on in the health insurance world. Like, but people don't even know this because the media doesn't even report it, but there was a huge thing that changed just, when was it, Brandon? This week, that Trump finally got it through, where hospitals now have to start advertising what they're going to charge people when you go to the hospital. They just can't bill carte blanche what they've been doing and ripping people off in insurance companies and whatnot. They have to have a set price for every CPT code and not just do whatever they want, which is good because it's going to help bring down the cost of insurance and protect consumers from that. You know what I mean? So, and I can get that information out to everybody, because I actually have it where I can send it out. So
yeah, that's important. That would be great information if you just send out to your contacts.
Yeah.
Informative news event. That would be terrific. Yep. Yeah. Okay, good. Brandon?
Yeah, for me, I mean, I'm using it more for the CRM. Mike and I are in the same BNI group, and every week he talks about this system, and I was like, I'm gonna, I need to find a CRM. I've never had one. I need to start doing something. And so I reached out to another gentleman in the group that had just started. He said a testimonial, and so I was talking to Paige about it. She's like, I think I'm gonna do it. And so then we ended up just, I ended up jumping on board, and it's been great. I'm able to keep track of all my customers, clients and stuff like that. And like Paige said, I could, send out an email quickly instead of having to do every one individual copy paste, which would take time, but still trying to figure out how the system works and using it to the best of my ability. And so it's been good so far. I think I'm on what, month 2 or 3 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And still learning new things every single day in order to be able to make it beneficial.
Good. Excellent. Let me do this. I'm going to show you other BNI members' successful communication campaigns. And then, all right, let me show you, see my screen, right? All right, let me go. And I'm going to show you, they couldn't make it today, but they allowed me to show their marketing campaigns. So anyway, this is Thryv. Those of you, Sandy, you don't know, this is obviously Paige and Brandon do. This is the Thryv software, which you can access on your phone, okay? It does so much. I want to just focus on the communication things, and then if you have any questions about it, something else I can get into. I want to show. So it has everything, basically running your business by the palm of your hands. So whatever you see here is on your phone, okay? So this is my dashboard. It has everything. If someone paid me, my recent contacts, you see, as you guys, you're my recent contacts, you're attending the event. See that? Okay. My calendar, everything on one dashboard, reviews. I have 16 BNI members that have reviewed me, all positive, okay? And my campaigns, if I sent campaigns out, they're all right here, results. So followers, how many, now I don't, my company does all my social media. Otherwise, I'd have all my followers on my social media, all on one overview tab. So let me go to the market. So well, I mean, here's where it's built on. This is a CRM. So this is where all your clients, we can load all your clients. And like that example that I gave you from the bicycle store, when someone texts that number, the number will go into the software. And then they'll get a client form. When they text 85100 bicycle, they reply, yes, thank you for reaching us. To help us better connect with you, please leave your name and your email. That goes into the software automatically. Then we can send them a welcome message. So it automatically goes into that software. But this is where you keep track of all your clients, load your clients, and I can set up a simple client form to load that in however you want, whatever information you want to get. Everything is recorded in this software. Payments, invoicing, estimates. So now I have this CRM, and I'm focusing on the communication part. Now I want to communicate, okay? I'm going to show you some successful campaigns. I have 2 options. I can set up an automatic campaign. I set it and forget it, okay? Be a thank you. It'd be something where if you contact me, it'll be a welcome message. I set it and forget it. Or I could do a manual campaign. And these campaigns could be set up on both. I'm going to show you. So we know the coronavirus one. You know, here's something that, you know, we talked about showing the safety. You know, by sending someone, you know, and this doesn't really pertain. And maybe it does, Brandon, if you guys go in and give estimates. You know, us safety is #1 priority. This is from Jay Monday. And Brandon, you know Jay, right?
Yeah.
Great plumber. Great plumber. By the way, he has 155 positive reviews. We help to get more reviews. So look, your safety is #1 priority, right? You want to schedule now anyway. You guys get the idea. If you want to put a text or email campaign like that, I'm going to show you a lead nurture. What is a lead nurture, Mike? Well, if you told me, you know, I want to make a warm lead hot. Let's say Jay Monday goes out and he gives an estimate. He leaves them. They get an automatic message, text or email. Thank you for considering our company. Before you consider who you choose, do your research. Oh, now if I click on this, it goes right to his reviews. And just so you know, I wasn't 152, excuse me, I was wrong. 152 positive reviews. Wow. Why? Because we set up a campaign for him to get more reviews. He has a campaign that we send out when they're finished to give him a review. You know, that's I can't tell you how valuable it is. So that's, and by the way, there's also a video on that I didn't even show you. Check out one of our clients, as I say. If I click here, it's a video testimonial. I'm like, wow, this guy must be good. All right, you get the idea. I'm like, I want to work with this guy. Maybe he has a higher chance of closing that. Camelback Moving, by the way, great mover. I only work with people that have great reviews and great reputation. They thank you after the job's finished, right? Thank you for your business. They incent. We're happy to give $50 gift card if you recommend someone. They might not even move every 10 years when they, right? But they may know someone that's moving. Okay. If you're not 100% satisfied with us, click this link. That goes right to his email. If not, click here to issue positive review. Now, guess where that goes? I don't want them to think. I just want them to type. They can just type their review directly. People today they don't have time. And that's something you can send them right after the job is complete. No, they're right. Now, I want to be a better networker. Do you network, Sandy?
Of
Sandy?
course I do. Yeah, of course I do.
You want to be a better networker?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. All right. I'll show you. There's okay. So you visit a group and then you walk out of the group. Okay. Now how to capture those information, their phone number and email, I'll get to in a second. But after you leave that group, thank you BNI from the Cooling and Plumbing Company. This is Jay's. It was great meeting you today. Love to learn more about what you do. Are you selling? No. So I could be a better referral source, right? You want to schedule a one-on-one, click right here. Is it selling? No. Check my reviews? Yeah, showing his reputation. If you want to recommend me, great, but not really selling. Okay. Now, you walk into a networking group and you say, gang, I'd love to learn more about what you guys do and to connect with you. To help me, I'll get your information and get my information. Do me a favor. Text the word Brandon W, and that's his keyword, to 85100. You got that? By law, for me to communicate with you, I need your approval. Just hit yes. Great. Done. And then just put your name and your email. Now we can communicate back and forth. Okay, that goes in there. Then they'll get maybe that 5 o'clock the next day. We set this up. They get a thank you. Something like this. And then you could do that with anything. Brandon, we have a plan for Brandon when he cold calls, or Paige when the salespeople cold call and they walk into a business, they would go and they'd either enter they'd probably enter their information manually in the software, and then they can get what'll happen is this: if you go in, there's another way to communicate and capture their information. If I want to enter a new client, I hit new client and I set up what information you want to get from them. I check this, send a client a copy of my client portal. So after I meet someone, anyone, BNI group or a member, I can enter them in manually like this, and I can tag them as a BNI member. And then what is that client card? You guys know what that is. And we got to work on yours. They can get a copy of my client card, which is your online business card, which we custom. Schedule a virtual. Here's mine. I love videos. I have video testimonials, of clients, of the BNI members talking about how good the software is. Schedule a free demo, give me a review, whatever more explaining what you do, how you help the community. You hear that? So then the next day they can get a campaign, a welcome campaign, like an email or text in the communication system. So that's just a couple of things. And, I can go further, obviously, but I want to stop for questions. And, you tell me something you're struggling with, what you liked about this, and let me open it up for questions or struggles that you have and see if I can help. Sandy?
I don't know if I really have. I don't know if I have any.
No, Sandy.
Questions. Oh, okay, for Sandy.
No.
Okay.
I'm
right.
listening. I'm taking it all in. Like I said, this is my first exposure to it, so I'm taking it all in.
So with your clients, they're real estate agents, right?
Some of them are, yes. Mm-hmm.
Some of them are. Okay. So they might want to get their listings out. Is that something that, the real estate might want to publicize their listings? Mm-hmm. Am I correct?
They do. Well, I do it a different way. That's why. But yes, that's true. Yes.
Yeah. I'm trying to find out what your clients would benefit and show you something in the software. That's what I'm getting at. So
I think that in the real estate market, what people are looking for me is, not for me, they would look through this, is that they do need a CRM and they do need to actually use it and maybe dwindle down to one CRM. And the email marketing. The email marketing is definitely a huge component of marketing in addition to the social media posts. And I like the text. I think the texting thing is really nice. I'm trying to see how that would fit in with what I do, but maybe not. But I think like a lot of these components that you guys have here are really, really good. The website, I love that how pop-up, because it should be, it should be known, that they're available, and like you said, making it easy for people to do, because that's so super important. We have the time. It's just what do we want to do with our time?
Right. Yeah.
And we have a short attention span is our problem. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, so I think like a lot of these things are definitely implementable, for my types of clients, whether they be real estate agents or any other type of small business owner.
Right. And here's, you talk about website. Here's something now that we will integrate. Everything will integrates with Thryv. So we'd recommend that. So if I want to now schedule now, I want to make a payment, all that is directing it towards Thryv, so it keeps track of everything. So if it goes to your website, if someone requests information, or if I want to go make an appointment, guess where this goes? Brandon knows this guy. He's a really good personal injury lawyer, also DUI. Oh, I want to schedule a BNI 101, in-office appointment. I select the service that I want. See, that goes all into Thryv. All that, and the social media aspect is the same thing. And Brandon, you need to put on your Facebook now to schedule now into Thryv. I checked it yesterday. I have suggestions.
Check the what?
Your Facebook page. I have some suggestions.
Oh, okay.
It's good. Looks good. So social media. You should also, what I like having in social media, and by the way, I'll get into, page, you guys love, this is one of the most popular features. How do I communicate in social media? How would it not suck my time? Social media can suck your time even for a business. So we set up, these are the Fab Five: Facebook, Twitter, Google My Business, LinkedIn, and Instagram. And maybe, Sandy, this is something maybe you can utilize it for. You could do a post and it goes to all 5 of them when you do a post. Now, and you'll see all your followers. To me, my company has all my following on Facebook. I don't have one. I have some restrictions. So otherwise I see all my followers. And if I want to do a post, we have a library of posts. So like you, if someone doesn't want to pay me or pay anyone to do postings, I could show you how you do it yourself in very little time. So let's say I want to do a post. I could do post plans, post now, and I want to go to a library. Okay, let's talk about we're to talk about real estate. Let's do real estate. I can enter a keyword. Let me see, which one do I want to use? I'd say real estate agents. Ooh, we have a library. Look at all these posts. I now can select, these are educational and informative posts, therefore giving you the popularity, street credit, according to the eyes of the search engines, not selling. Okay, you may think they're boring, but they're educational, informative, interesting. Oh, we are real estate agents that you would feel connected with. Okay, blah blah. You can pick 2 a week and 100 of them for the entire year, and schedule your post out for the entire year from a library that we have. It doesn't mean you're not going to post on your own. Do all that in one push and see all your followers. And when you do a post, you could have a link to your client card if they want to contact you when it goes into the software. Social media is more branding. I don't know what you think, but still, if they want to contact me or interact with me, when I have a post, I would just put a link in there that links to Thryv software, put the name and email. I get alerted, bells go off. You got to, somebody tried to contact you. So that's, the social media piece is pretty popular. And obviously, Paige, we're going to take Paige has a gal that's going to be doing a lot of the posts for her. Darlene, she's a social gal, and she's going to be doing a lot of the posts for her in that. Post events. If you want to have an event, you can post it in all your followers. So this is important. Social media is not just your clients, it's your followers. You want to post things maybe that are more informative. Like I heard before about the rule changing with hospital bills. I want to post that. A lot of things happen when that people may find that interesting. They could share it with their friends, right? And it help. It has a lot more benefit in the eyes of Google and the search engines, because when you do a post, Google knows what you're doing. Our lives aren't private anymore. When you do a post related to what you do, they actually rank you higher in their ranking. So if that matters to you, that's another important. element. You heard that? That's the SEO world. So that's an important element, obviously, of this. The social media, and it all should tie in together. Capturing a customer, engaging. So, what do you think of that, Sandy?
Good.
Okay. I mean, in this, there's so many things, and I usually, with a business, if I'm talking to someone about it, I usually look. I consider myself a business shrink. Tell me what's sucking most of your time in managing your processes during the day, and I shut up. No, this is in rope, and I'd shut up. Well, I struggle with this. What are some things that you think suck your time, or that you might fall short compared to your competition when it comes to maybe managing your social media, keeping track of your customers, your jobs, scheduling appointments, organizing your calendar? When it comes to some of that, what do you think you fall short in? What do you think sucks most of your time? And I shut up. They usually tell me one or two things. Okay, I can help in that area. That's why I say I'm like a business shrink. I'm not going to show them all the features in this. They might need all the features in this. They might use it for 3 or 4 things, but when it's funny, they use it for 2 or 3 things. You go on to the next. With Paige and Brandon, we're starting on level 2. Next, we'll go to level 3, level 4. How's been the techs in Dallas? I oversee everything. Obviously, I don't oversee. I'm on that call. The support staff in Dallas, the calls. Paige?
They're going good. I scheduled like 2 or 3 of them. I can't remember off the top of my head for next week. My next one that I've got to do is I tried to get her on this one today, but it's her day off, and she was babysitting her grandson.
Sure.
So she's going to be on the social media with me next week. But that is my goal. And the next week or 2 is we are going to get connected to all the social media stuff. And also, what she needs to learn that I really liked what you told me this week, that I really kind of honed in on, was the fact that when I load my new contacts in, because what happens, Sandy, is I get a spreadsheet every time I sponsor a real estate class. That's how I get my leads. And then she loads them in. Well, she's just been loading them in. Well, there's a feature that you can load them in immediately. When you load those new ones in, you can have an email sent out to those new contacts. This is my information. You heard me speak today at the class. Please call me, for health insurance, quote, let me help you save money and get better coverage, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So so Brandon, that's a good thing that we need to do when we load those new contacts in. So immediately they get that email from us saying that, because a lot of times when we're sponsoring on Zoom right now, because there's no live classes going on, it's all through Zoom. It's not as productive as if I'm in front of the whole class, where I'm actually collecting the leads from people in the class. I have to wait for them to call me. You know what I mean? So
it's a good point. Any interaction that you have in a seminar, networking, cold calling, you should have a system set up to accumulate those in your contacts, and you can obviously tag them. Is a game changer. It's a matter of having those systems set up and engaging with your followers and your current clients. So important. I agree. That whole lead nurture, and that's what we're really zoning in on first.
So next week, the goal is getting that feature going, because I've got about 250 contacts that I've collected this week that we're not loading in yet. We're waiting for her to learn this.
Good. No, excellent. And then we move on to the next thing. So Sandy, any other thoughts or questions for Brandon and for okay?
No. This has really been insightful. I was just texting you that I'm gonna have to go in a few minutes because I do have another appointment at 1.
Yeah, we're done. No, we're just wrapping up now. I respect everyone's time. Yep.
Thank you. No, I think this looks great. All of those components would be awesome. And I think that I'd want you to try to have a one-on-one with Marla for sure, because she knows more about the CRM stuff than I do. And it is for, her clients and stuff too. So she definitely, like I said, I'm not really familiar with this type of a CRM. I've got my own small CRM, that I kind of created on my own. So this is definitely something good for her clients. I really think that it definitely could work for sure.
No, good. Thank you. Any other comments, Brandon and Paige? And I thank you for joining.
No,
So, okay.
It was very informative.
And I'll put 9 minutes back in your day. And if you want anything ever, and I'm available for you have a client that needs help, free demo. I can demo it. I can show you a business in that area, show you ideas. I have lots of them. So it's a free demo. I can even analyze their business and how their website is ranked, how their reputation is ranked among their competitors. There's so much online that we can do. And, I do the whole digital marketing aspect of it as well. A company does everything, but but I offer a free consult. Anyone that, wants a free consult, I'm here and I'm available. So I thank you all. And then we'll talk.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I
Have
appreciate it.
a great weekend. Have a nice
Thank
4th.
you.
Thanks for
You
joining.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Have a nice
Take care.
day.
It's nice meeting you guys.
Likewise.